I've talked about this in the past, but quite a few people in the comments of a recent True Underdog video have been asserting this odd notion about Shao Kahn defeating Onaga in Armageddon, and I think I need to come back and address it. The belief is that since Shao Kahn is the winner of Armageddon according to MK9's intro, he must have beaten Onaga after being flown away by him in Armageddon's intro cinematic. There are several reasons why I do not believe this idea. First, the Armageddon intro's canonicity is dubious. There are a number of characters who have taken sides that make no sense with their established characters or what we see in Conquest mode with whose endgame the intro is supposed to run concurrently. Darius, Hotaru and Havik are all on the same side despite being mortal enemies. Nitara is on the same side as Shao Kahn, former conqueror of her realm. Reptile has his Shaolin Monk's form in Conquest mode, but his Deadly Alliance form in the intro. Raiden has dropped the alliance he has with the villains in Conquest to fight with the good guys. Scorpion has recovered from his fight with Taven, changed clothes, and gone to join the same side as Quan Chi, all within the span of 5 minutes. The intro, to me, is a non-canon representation of the game, not an actual event. It's like how the cinematic trailers aren't canon. Sub-Zero doesn't kill Baraka in Deception, Shao doesn't kill Raiden at the Colosseum, Scorpion doesn't kill Kuai Liang on Shang Tsung's island, nor in the Deadwoods, the Scorpions and Dark Raiden don't fight in MK11, and Shang doesn't kill all the heroes in M1K. I believe this cinematic is the same situation, and therefore I don't believe Shao was taken away by Onaga in canon. But let's say the scene is supposed to be canon for the sake of argument. After all, many of the character positions on the pyramid steps in MK9 are accurate to the flow of events from Armageddon. Shao Kahn was established in the prior game as being weaker than Onaga. The backstory states he had to poison him slowly over time to weaken him to the point Shao could take him, and even his arcade ending shows that he still needs Goro's help to get it done. Shao has not increased his power level substantially in the 10 plus millennia since he overthrew Onaga. He still can't take him 1v1. Remember, Shujinko, who canonically takes Onaga down in Deception, needs the power of the entire roster and more to take him, and smashes the Kamidogu in the process, which stuns him during gameplay. And Nightwolf's help from the Netherrealm may also have been integral to Onaga's defeat. Onaga is the biggest, baddest monster the series ever had, and Shao was consistently used to illustrate how big a threat he was. Shao could not take him on his own. And no, I do not believe that the new body Onaga has in Armageddon that is identical to his last one in every way is just weaker. Nor do I believe he's taken a bunch of damage ahead of time, as this is where we first see him in this entire movie. Nothing here suggests that Shao is facing anything but Onaga's absolute peak performance. But let's say for the sake of argument once more that Shao suddenly can beat Onaga 1v1. We need to consider the sheer distance he's taken away. We cut away before Onaga stops, so he's going well beyond the distance we can see here. The idea of Shao breaking free, then eluding or killing Onaga, and making it all the way back to the pyramid on foot before anyone else can kill Blaze is beyond implausible. And yes, Shao kills Blaze, as confirmed by one of the writers way back in the day. He doesn't steal the power from someone after they take it, he takes it himself from Blaze, hence the fiery aura. All that together really illustrates how ridiculous MK9's premise was if we don't assume Armageddon's intro was either non-canon or heavily retconned. And with MK11 revealing that far more timelines existed than we had previously known, the confusion is now suggested to be the result of 2 or even 3 different timelines depicting Armageddon's events. One where Taven wins, one where certain circumstances we'd seen are different and Shao is taken away by Onaga, and one where Shao eludes capture and emerges the victor. There's already a precedent for this thanks to the Chronica vision depicting several other Armageddons than the ones we've seen. So there you have it. Shao Kahn did not best Onaga in Armageddon, as he lacks the power and resources to do so. He couldn't possibly make it back in time even if he had all that. This entire event struggles to fit with the actual canon we see in Armageddon, and MK11 allows the possibility that all inconsistencies result from different timeline versions of those events. People think Shao is just the ultimate powerhouse bad guy who can take down any pretender to the throne, no matter how many times we see him lose, with his every victory requiring an ally or other circumstances to tip the scales in his favour. Except when he beat Kotal, but he'd probably been starved in the days prior, so maybe even then. His intelligence was what made him such a great villain, not his brawn, as the Conquest TV show so perfectly showcased. But nowadays, he isn't smart enough to plan, and he isn't strong enough to beat anyone one-on-one, and people somehow think he took down Onaga. Not a chance in hell. If you liked this video, why not subscribe and support me on Patreon like these fine people here? If not, then make sure to share it with your enemies so they can suffer along with you. Today's recommended video is ranking MK characters who can beat Shao Kahn by True Underdog Gaming. That's what inspired this video, so go thank him for that.